YouTubers and Sonic the Hedgehog fans and action figure collectors and everyone who is watching this video as of this moment. Welcome to the review. As you can see, I have the Sonic the Hedgehog 20th Anniversary Knuckles and Egg Pawn right here, and right here. Num num num. Cough, sorry, it happens in my videos. Don't ask why, I don't know. But, yeah, and this is actually a sort of special thing because I thought I was only going to get the Sonic the Hedgehog Super Pack for the 20th anniversary, but no, I've decided, you know, gotta go with this guy because I'm going to state this right now. All the other 20th anniversary 3-inch 2-packs come with really crappy badniks. I'm serious about that. They're terrible value for the money. And so this was the only one that looked like it came with about 2 full-sized figures for the price of $10. So let's kick it off with the packaging because, quite frankly, I got this set like 10 minutes ago, so I just ripped off the packaging. You get this beautiful Seaside Hill, Emerald Coast, Lost Ruins, something from Sonic Heroes. Background, got the 20th anniversary with Sonic's nose and half of his face ripped off. Loop-de-loop on the back. You get the generic Sonic description, but you know what, quite frankly, who pays attention to that? So why whine about it in the review? Okay, you've seen that? Okay, it's gone. And one thing before I get into the in-depth review of the figures, I think I'm like the second, maybe third person to review this on YouTube. So, yeah, just wanted to throw that out there. I'm not going to be one of those people who goes and yells first or something stupid, but just want to put that out there. So, yeah, just understand this is a pretty fresh figure. Okay, so let's kick it off with Knuckles, because he is probably one of the more important parts of this set. You got the right dreadlocks, like in the right position. His arms are extremely restricted because of the dreadlocks, but all in all, I don't mind. His arms are so cool and bulky looking, it doesn't matter. I mean, look at those fists. So, lots of leg posability, and look at that waist. His waist actually articulates. This is the first time I've gotten a figure recently where the waist actually does what it's supposed to, which is articulate. So you got his epic long tail. The legs are posable. His feet are a little uneven though, so it takes a little effort to get him to stand correctly. All in all, he's a pretty awesome, cool figure. Now you got the Egg Pawn, which is the big thrill for most people about this 2-pack. And look at this beast. He's got the fingers that look like they're going to grope you. Yes, someone else in a different review, I think it was like Piplup Fan or something, who said that, but it's true. They actually do look like they're just going in for the kill. Those little fingers, they want to grab stuff. It's creepy. Yeah, and both arms are posable. He is the closest you will ever get when it comes to these little 2-packs to having a badnik that's actually like a fully articulated figure. His feet don't articulate, but that's good because otherwise it'd be pretty hard to pose him. So all in all, he is a very awesome badnik. He's actually, I think, good enough to be considered his own 3-inch figure. That's how awesome he is. I would be willing to pay $4 for him separately. But instead, I just get them both for 10. Excuse me, just had Taco Bell. And yes, Taco Bell I like more than Mighty Taco. Fan war, engage. But, whatever. About just one thing before I end this review, I'm going to state my verdict, why I think this is a great 2-pack, and just one little fact about why I'm really happy I got this is, to start, Knuckles, this figure, he's been re-released, I think, in different forms of action figures about 4 times, and this is his 5th, but I'm just gonna... You know what, I'm not going to do it. I was about to move my camera. If you watch my Sonic the Hedgehog memorabilia collection video thing, I have not had a Knuckles figure up to this point. So I got lucky. I got Knuckles when he came with this badass little Egg Pawn. So yeah, just first Knuckles figure, so for me it's a good value. Most of everyone else already has a Knuckles, so they're only going to get one new thing out of this, and this is the groping Eggbot. But yeah, so I'm really happy. Both figures are new to me now. For $10, this thing's a steal. This is a pretty freaking awesome thing for $10. You get 2 almost fully articulated figures. I say almost because the Egg Pawn is not completely fully articulated. But he's pretty badass, and he's the only orange figure that I know of that's on the market for Sonic stuff. Don't ask why I noticed that, but for some reason I seem to notice things by color. So whatever, that's pretty cool. And lastly, my Toys R Us has sucked mega ton toy something censored word up until this point. They really have sucked. My Toys R Us has never had, you know, Sonic action figures shipped at like a recent date as to when they were released. Like the Sonic Freeriders figures I reviewed. Don't hate me for this, but I actually ended up paying $40 for them on eBay because my Toys R Us, you know when they got them? 5 months after they were released. No man. They came 5 months after they were released by Jazzwares. So I am totally amazed my local Toys R Us actually got these figures within like the first 2 weeks of their release. So yeah, you got these two epic, this is probably, from what I've seen, the best 3-inch 2-pack. I saw all the others there. The silver one, silver looked somewhat cool, but he came with this really crappy little Iblis Badnik. And it was like this little rubber figure that was like literally, I think, half the size of Silver's arm. And you were going to pay $10 for that? I don't think so. You had the Sonic with the little blade spinner thing from Sonic Unleashed. It was cool, but not quite up to caliber of coolness. Classic Sonic and Motobug looked like a complete waste of money. They came with like half the amount of plastic these two do for the same price. So I'm like, well, screw that. I'm not doing that. And then you had the Dr. Eggman, both modern and classic, with two Badniks or Eggbots from, you know, Sonic Unleashed or Sky Sanctuary Zone, you know, classic and modern. Those two looked cool, but quite frankly, I was in it for this 2-pack, so this is what I stuck with. On a final note, after my little mini rant about my Toys R Us finally getting up to date with products and why this figure pack is awesome, I fully recommend you go out and buy these two. From what I've seen, this is the best value for your money 2-pack, and I gotta say, this Knuckles figure's growing on me. Look at that badass tail, look at that badass grin, look at that badass Knuckles of Knuckles. He's pretty cool. And then you got a little egg pawn here with the blue glowing eyes and mouth and the grabby hands. So, and I really like this more than, from what I saw in stores, this egg pawn is actually a lot cooler than the egg robos that come with modern Dr. Eggman. You know, the robots from Sonic Unleashed? I gotta say, this guy fits with my Eggman figure a lot more than the Eggman figure fits with those really crappy egg robo things. Whatever, I digress. Anyways, finally recommend, go out and buy these two. Go out and buy this 2-pack. Best $10 value for money of all the 20th anniversary Sonic figures. And when it comes to the 5-inch 2-pack of Super Sonic, I recommend you get that too. So these are my two 20th anniversary reviews. Well, this is the Knuckles and, you know what, screw it. Knuckles and Egg Pawn review. I highly recommend him. Final note, go out and get him. Get him from eBay, get him from Amazon, get him from your Toys R Us if they're actually up to date and not being total lazy bullshitters who never import toys to where they're supposed to be selling toys. Go out and buy these two. Thank you for watching my review. If you liked what you saw here, comment, rate, and subscribe below. And, yeah, thanks for watching.